I realized today that I accidentally created the most uncomfortable situation of my life. For the past few months, I have been casually seeing an older woman, and I just found out she is my coworker's mother. I am 26, and about 3 months ago, I matched with a woman on a dating app. She was 45, confident, attractive, and very direct. Her profile made it clear she wanted simplicity, with no drama or emotional complications. Her first message asked if I was okay keeping things casual. I answered almost immediately. We met that same week. From the moment I walked into her place, everything felt easy. We talked about work, music, and random interests, then spent the evening relaxing together. Nothing felt forced. After that night, Fridays quietly became our routine, sometimes Saturdays too. Our conversations during the week were short and simple, just plans, timing, and jokes. We never exchanged last names, never followed each other online, and never mixed personal lives. It worked perfectly. Around the same time, a new guy joined my office. He was 24, friendly, energetic, and eager to learn. I trained him and we became friends quickly. He would ask about my weekends and I kept things vague, saying I was seeing someone casually. He always joked that he needed to start dating again too. A couple of weeks ago, he seemed unusually quiet. When I asked what was wrong, he told me his parents had gone through a painful divorce the year before. His father left for someone younger, and his mother took it really hard. She stopped going out and barely socialized. Recently, though, she had started dating again. He said he was proud of her for moving forward and finding happiness. I told him she deserved that. He smiled and agreed. Then last week, our boss announced a mandatory company dinner on Friday evening. Attendance required, guests welcome. I texted the woman I had been seeing to meet later that night instead. She replied that she already had dinner plans, but told me to message afterward. I did not think much of it. Friday arrived, and I showed up at the restaurant, making small talk and checking the time. My coworker sat beside me, looking at his phone. I asked if he brought anyone. He said his mom was coming since family counted as guests. I laughed, thinking nothing of it. A few minutes later, he looked toward the entrance and said she had arrived. I turned around and felt my stomach drop. She walked in wearing a navy dress, scanning the room until our eyes locked. Her expression froze for a moment before she calmly walked over and greeted him with a kiss on the cheek. My coworker proudly introduced her to everyone. My brain was racing while I forced a smile and shook hands, like everything was normal. When he introduced me specifically as the person who trained him, she looked straight at me and politely said it was nice to meet me, as if we were strangers. I excused myself and went to the restroom just to breathe. A moment later, the door opened and she stepped inside. She calmly confirmed that I worked with her son. I asked why she never told me she had one. She revealed she had figured it out weeks earlier from details I mentioned about my job. She said she waited to see if I would realize on my own. I never did. She reminded me that neither of us asked personal questions, because we agreed to keep things simple. Hearing that made everything feel heavier. I told her son spoke about her constantly and how happy he was that she was dating again. Her expression hardened slightly and she said one thing very clearly. He could never know about us. I agreed immediately and said it should end that night. She gave a small smile that did not feel comforting and asked if I was sure that was what I wanted. Then she walked toward the door, paused, and casually told me Friday at 8 at her place, unless I was too afraid to show up. She left me standing there completely shaken. Later that night, my coworker texted asking if I was okay because I seemed distracted at dinner. He mentioned his mom really enjoyed meeting everyone. I still have not replied. 10 minutes ago, she sent me a message, just one word.